Hi there, Kathy again, back with the Zaft Lending Report. And this time, Pete, I thought instead of loan talk, mortgage talk, we'd get into a little bit more of who you and I are, like taking that onion and peeling some layers away, because we really are fun people.
We can be.
I know. You and I go way back.
Yes, in 98, 99.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
But one thing that we do have in common that we have a great time with is our college football season.
Yes, SEC, yep.
And you're the host.
I do usually host those events, yes. I've got the outside TV, although Big Ten a little bit this year since the Indiana Hoosiers, that's my team,
That's right.
where I graduated.
They're no longer basketball anymore.
No, basketball's pretty much done, so at least we had football this year.
And we got into a kind of a pattern of Saturdays were your house, Sundays was my house
With
for the
Titans,
Titans
yes.
game, but that hasn't been too fun to watch. Those haven't been as fun.
How much fun. But hopefully, it
Yes,
looks
there's
like
always
we're back
hope.
on track.
I know another thing about you that you love is race cars, and I always get confused. Is it NASCAR, IndyCar, all of the above?
I like NASCAR, I like IndyCar, and even getting Formula One a little bit. And so my typical weekend is usually, I'll have the laptop somewhere nearby. But if we're watching, and you're the same way, if we're watching football, racing, kind of whatever, we're still taking those calls. Somebody needs approval letter, run numbers, That's an enjoyable work, right?
Right.
Because we can have fun, but we still got
We still
the
making
work
sure
stuff to
everybody's
make sure
taken
it's
care of.
Yep.
Absolutely.
A fun work story. This is, back when Michael was still around.
Right.
And we were working together. And we, on a Friday went downtown to Broadway and kind of working and kind of listening to music at the same time. But every time.
Working.
Yes, working. But every time the phone would ring, we would sprint into the bathroom where the music wasn't playing and we could hear and talk. And then once that was done, we'd come back. But that was a fun afternoon, is constantly sprinting to the bathroom, take the call, work, and then come back out, listen to music. And then the phone ring again, more work, sprint back in the bathroom. So a lot of back and forth. And, we still do that on the weekends too, especially football.
Just nicer bathrooms.
Yeah, nicer bathrooms. We just, quickly run into a quiet place of the house.
Right.
Take the call and work.
Right. Yeah, I don't think anybody realized the sacrifice you two were making by going into a honky-tonk bathroom for a phone call.
Yes, for a phone. That's true. One of the things I was thinking about that we met in 1999, and back when we met, you and my wife Tweety were pregnant. And with Sally, Kate, and Dolan. And that's kind of come full circle, hasn't it?
It sure has. I was due in September. Your wife, Tweety, was supposed to be a week or two after. Their birthdays were going to be really close. And if anybody knew our kids and their personalities when they were little, we all know that little Miss Sally Kay had to be first.
She did.
So she was actually born a few weeks early in August. And then my son was born in September.
And they went to BGA together.
Yep. They wound up graduating high school together. And then, lo and behold, your daughter is getting married.
In October.
And my son happens to be performing the ceremony.
It is. Small world.
On a personal note, with my two boys, one's turning 30, which I cannot believe. They're both adult men. But you've been involved in their lives pretty much through some very important milestones. So it's just really cool, and I don't think people realize, our relationship that's a business relationship really goes quite a bit
much
deeper.
Much deeper.
Yeah.
And any of those moms out there, both Dolan and Michael, are single currently. A couple of little bachelors.
For me, my two boys are really my why. My drive in this business has been what it's been as a single mom, but it's also their support. And I know everybody likes to talk about Tweety being an absolute saint.
She is, yes, to put up with me. Yeah.
Yes, because we love what we do, and what we do is so important to us that, our cell phones and laptops are with us pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
There's an understanding that goes along with when you're on vacation or when you're at home trying to enjoy family time. They support and they understand why we have to step off to do what we do.
100%. And you're right, it is important to have the family. Without an understanding spouse, they're, supporting you and just, I get you do what you do and no grief about it, that means the world.
Our family and our dogs are everything, aren't they?
They are. Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.